So, I have a leak when it rains in my garage, and I think it's coming around the garage doors. So, what I did that is extremely stupid and I highly do not recommend is I used spray foam. And that was very stupid. In retrospect, it's probably not going to do anything. So I got this all over my vinyl siding and it quickly turned this ugly color. So I'm going to show you what I did and didn't do after much internet advice. This is like the before. I haven't done this side yet. And this is the side that I have done. Now I need to go back and clean some of this one up. But you can see that I did finally make some headway on it. So here's all the tools. Here's all the things I've tried. We're going to talk about them. This was the first thing I tried. I had hope, but this did nothing. This just did not help at all. So the next thing that I did, which did work, but required a whole lot of work, was a combination of the scraper, this brush with a lot of pressure, and the isopropyl alcohol. That does work, and I would call this a surgical strike because you just have to hit one little area and work at it and then move on. And it is slow, and you have to use a lot of pressure on this thing. I got big meat puppet hands, and this was hard to use. The thing that was recommended to me was lacquer thinner, and I actually did not use that. And the reason is because I went to this stuff. Now, this stuff is supposedly for cured or uncured foam. It's like if you have a spray gun, this is used to clean it. Now I'm going to tell you that this worked to a level, but this is actually not the thing that worked the most. The thing that worked the most was the one thing I was told by most people not to do. And that is this and this. That's really the things that worked the fastest and the best. And this was put up really crappy to start with. This is in a neighborhood with just where they bulk built homes, and it's just not great, put up really great anyway. Hence the leak to start with. But I think it took me about 30 minutes with the isopropyl alcohol to get about that much right there done across the top, just from the end to about where that gap is in that siding above it there. And you can see it needs some touch-up work, and I'll come back and do that. With the combination of the spray and the drill, using mostly this, and then I came back and cleaned it up, the edges with that, but really using this in my drill and just being careful not to dig into the siding too much. But using a combination of those, I got from here to there in about the time it took me to do that one section, about 15 or 20 minutes. Now, this side was not nearly as bad as that side. And I'm going to be very clear. I'm telling you what worked for me. If you try some of this and it doesn't work, that's your fault, not mine. I think this stuff is probably made with acetone, and acetone will eat vinyl. As soon as I was done working on it, I hosed everything off. So hopefully it won't eat or discolor my vinyl. And like I said, I'm going to come back and kind of do some more cleanup on that. But there you go. Even though, like I said, I was told repeatedly not to use it, the drill, and don't judge me for having a Black & Decker drill here. But anyway, the drill with these two, this primarily, and then this to get in just to the edge, to get the rest of it out, is what has worked. And it didn't really tear up the vinyl like I thought it would. Probably did take a little layer off, honestly. It probably did, but kids, don't use spray foam on vinyl siding. Don't do it.